and you're honest, and you work with people across party lines, and you build relationships and trust, and you don't pigeonhole people because of a party or a race. If you talk and you're open and you're willing, can you get stuff done? And the answer was yes. In the minority, Barack worked with his fellow legislators and got a lot done. In Illinois, helped expand health care for kids in the state, passed and earned income tax credit for the working poor in our state, helped to pass ethics reform in a state that hadn't seen it in more than 25 years, worked on racial profiling, helped to repair a death penalty system that sent dozens of innocent men to death row. See, now these aren't issues you take on because you're trying to make the next step. You don't make friends in Illinois working on ethics reform. But Barack was able to get stuff done because people respected him. And the view was that even if I don't agree with it, if he's trying to get it done, then I trust that there's some merit in it. That's why Barack is successful. So, you know, who you are, what you do, how you operate is critical. We could use a man like Barack Obama right now who can work across party lines and build that kind of unity and get stuff done. There's no one else who is a front runner in this race who can boast that kind of accomplishment. So that's why I am flabbergasted in this race when people say, we've got lots of choices. There's so many good qualified candidates. I'm like, no, we don't. No, we don't. Not from my vantage point. Not the life I'm living. We've got two choices. We've got the same old thing. We've got the same old people doing the same old thing, playing the same old game that doesn't work. And then we have Barack. War in Iraq. Now we got a lot of spin going on, but right now the truth of the matter is that Barack is the only person in this race who stood up when it wasn't convenient for him and he said the war was wrong. Look, I was there. It was in 2002. And he was in the midst of his own tough U.S. Senate primary. So his opponents will say, well, he didn't have to take a vote. He wasn't in the U.S. Senate. No, he was trying to get to the U.S. Senate. He was in a 7-way race that he wasn't supposed to win. You know what they said in Big Bad Illinois? They were saying, he's not ready. He's not experienced. He's too young. He should wait his turn. He can't raise the money. He can't build a political organization to match a political dynasty in the state. Does this sound familiar? They said that he was too black. They said he wasn't black enough. They said his name was too funny. They said there was no way that folks in downstate Illinois would vote for a man like Barack Obama. And in that atmosphere of doubt and negativity and game plan, Barack stood up and said, let me try telling people what I think. The war is wrong. It's going to cost us millions of dollars and thousands of lives. And you know the beauty of that? Not only was he right, but he still won his U.S. Senate seat by more than 50% of the vote. He won women and progressives and black folks and white folks and folks in the urban part of the state, folks in the rural part of the state. He won in every component because the truth is that the American people are not stupid. They can handle the truth. They can.
Yearning for it.
We just have to recognize it when we see it. And that's the test in this race. Because the question here isn't whether Barack Obama is experienced. I said this when I was here before. And it remains true. The challenge is on us. You know, when we are confronted with the kind of leader that we have cried for, begged for, pleaded for, decency, honor, honesty, commitment, dedication, intelligence, passion, vision, inspiration, clarity, wisdom, courage. He's looking you in the face. Now there are many people out there who have these traits because we have a wonderful nation, but not a whole lot of people want to do this and will put themselves through it. And sometimes politics is left to the least of these, the folks who are so hungry for power that they've lost sight. So here we've got this culmination of wonderful things. This wonderful man with a wonderful vision, with a wonderful heart and spirit, who is ready and willing to do this now. So the question is, what are we ready for? You know, we like to talk about change. Oh, change, yes. But see, the change that Barack is talking about is a change in us. Throwing away that cynicism, there is no time or place for it. Throwing away that fear, it is a waste of time. Don't be afraid for me or for us. Look, we don't have a choice. We don't have time to wait. And if we could, trust me, we would. There are a lot easier things to do than this. But see, remember those little girls I have, those kids? I am thinking about what 4 or 8 years will mean to them if we don't get this right. It is an eternity. And I, for one, am tired of the game playing and conventional thinking and folks who want to keep doing the same thing and convincing us that what we are getting is a different result. When we see our lives deteriorating as we go, nothing changing for regular folks, nothing at all. That's what's at stake in this race. And we can't do it without you. What I have said in Iowa and New Hampshire is that the way Barack is running this race is the way he's going to lead the country from the bottom up, with regular folks engaging and working and staying at the table. If you are supporting anyone or know somebody who's supporting someone that is okay with them leaving the arena after they vote and saying, I'm done, be suspicious of that leader. See, because you have to be at the table of democracy to make change. You cannot walk away, not for 1 second, not today, not tomorrow, not in 4 or 8 years. The way we've done things before in politics is over. Because when we give up our seat, a table at democracy, somebody comes in and takes it. And then we wonder, why isn't it working for us? Well, the people who are there don't care about us. So we can't give our seats up. So you have to be organized and engaged and write checks and call your friends and push people and call folks in South Carolina who are scared and who don't believe. You got to call them and shake them. And the last thing I have asked everybody to do is dream. Because dreams and words and vision are where everything begins, everything. We of all people know the power of a dream. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for dreaming. See, because I didn't want to do this. I was cynical and afraid, and my little self-interest said, no, don't do this. And then I started thinking about what this would feel like if a man like Barack Obama would become the next president. I thought, wow, that would be amazing. And then I thought about all the times that I was told in my life, no, and wait, and don't, you're not good enough, you're not ready, you're not smart enough. You just sit behind me. And every time I pushed past other people's limited expectations of me and grabbed my seat at the table that others felt so entitled to, and got around that table and looked around, and I thought, is this it? I was always way more ready than I could have ever imagined. So we need you to do a little dreaming with us. We need you to pray and to be courageous, but dream. You know, dream about the day that a man like Barack is standing in front of the Capitol with his hand on the Bible, taking the oath. Over their heads, they will see on that day a different vision of who we are as a nation, what we can be, and the world is watching us. There will be millions of children all over this world who will have a different perspective of us and of their own possibilities. Those lights will shine all over this world. But we need you, so join us.